Hi there, it's Miss Seward with some effective time management tips for students. It's not always easy for students learning from home to even know how to schedule their day. It's not easy for teachers either because we're used to bells and other schedules scheduling our day. So let's get into some tips to help you guys. So, first things first, create a master schedule. We've got templates. You can use any kind of software that works well. Google Sheets works well to create a master schedule, to block off the times where you have to do things, right? You can include things that you have to do or that you want to work into your schedule, like Zoom classes, meeting with office hours with teachers. Block off time for your assignments and for different classes. This will help you prioritize, provide some structure. You can even do some color coding like this one. And then it's really easy to just glance and see. Like I have my classes color coded too. It really helps. Use an agenda. So a schedule is like what happens when, but an agenda is what you have to do for that class or that activity. So looking at all of your upcoming assignments, which your Buzz to-do list is a great place to start with that, and recording the due dates in your agenda. You also want to use that to schedule in some like TV and computer time. That way you're taking breaks, but they're ending. And don't forget to schedule in some self-care. Breaks, food, water, movement, fun. Just because you're learning at home doesn't mean that you should forget about those things too. You've got to take care of yourself. Even use like a timer or an alarm on your computer or your phone if you have one to remind you when those times shift. That can really help. I use my calendar a lot to remind me when it's time to do the next thing. Eliminate distractions. We've got cell phones and social media and maybe friends or siblings or pets around. There's a lot of activities that can distract us from our schoolwork, whether students or teachers. So when it's time to get down to work, turn off your cell phones, sign out of social media, maybe silence those notifications so that it's not a distraction. And any time that's on your master schedule that you've dedicated to work time and school time should be no TV and no cell phones going on in the room. Set goals for each study session. So you want to set some specific goals for each day, like maybe how many pages of an assignment you want to get through, or if you want to get to the submission portion of it, or looking at the activities and deciding how far you want to get through. Your agenda and master schedule will help you get these things done. Start working on assignments early, right? You don't want to start the day before something is due, especially if it's been presented to you, for a week or more. You really want to give yourself some time to be able to work on it, revise it, submit your best possible work. And you can do that by reviewing your assignments for the week, adding them to your master schedule and agenda, scheduling time well before they're due to start working on them. I learned that the hard way in college. Don't be like me. Work on one thing at a time. So a lot of people like to multitask and have 5 windows going on and 5 different things going on at a time. But it's been proven that switching from those activities actually takes longer than just staying focused on one. So work on one task at a time, really giving that your full attention. It will help you use your time better. Study in shorter bursts, okay? Even if you decide you want to dedicate, a good chunk of hours to one class, which is fine. Maybe that works for you. Better to work on, one class for a couple hours than, a, a class an hour. You know what I'm saying? But you still want to give yourself breaks. So for every 30 minutes or so of schoolwork, you want a 10 or 15-minute break to recharge. Get up, move around, get a snack, get some water, go to the bathroom, take care of yourself. We really have to be conscientious. We're on our computer so much that you want to stretch out your shoulders and your neck so you're not hurting yourself. Taking breaks is good for our brain when we get back to work. Start early in the day. Working on assignments earlier in the day, or this says right after school. That's assuming that it would be like a school building, but you definitely want to get done earlier. Try to, identify some earlier chunks in the day that you can work on your projects and your assignments, because later in the day we sometimes have less time because we're busy and less energy because it's getting close to the end of the day, which makes our lives more stressful. Get plenty of sleep, right? Our brains really rely on that recharge that happens at night, and we need that rest and energy to get us through the next day. So use your master schedule, right? Put your bedtime in there. Put when you wake up, when you have breakfast, so that you've got some sort of a routine, even if it's not the same as it is in a school building. And that will help you with all kinds of things, just stress and feel successful and feel more rested. And don't we all want that? So come ask your teachers in Zoom classes or office hours if we can help you put together your schedule and agenda. There you go. Thanks for watching.